Welcome everyone. Welcome to another preview. This is MetalCanyon and we'll be checking out an early access version of Encased, a sci-fi post-apocalyptic RPG by Dark Crystal Games. A sci-fi post-apocalyptic RPG. That's like someone saying, I will make a game that you will enjoy most. Sci-fi, yum. Post-apocalyptic, yum. RPG, yum, and what it doesn't say here as well is turn-based. Double yum. I mean, this is something I love. This is something from my childhood. A Fallout 1, Fallout 2-esque game. And in fact, Encased developers do say that they were strongly influenced by Fallout, for example, amongst other things. So, let's load a game, and we'll see what's what. Alright. Here we go. Doesn't this look a little bit familiar? It is really like we're in a bit of a Fallout environment. But, like I said before, this is an early access game, so you do have to remember that a lot of the things may not be finished, may be buggy, maybe, you know, whatever. So just bear in mind that. The link is down below for the Steam early access version, so you can already buy and play the game now. And let me tell you, this might look familiar, a bit Fallout 2-esque, but this is actually the first time, or well, the second time, but the first time I actually came out into the open, so to speak, because most of my time, I think I must have played like 6 hours already of this game, and that was the prologue in the base that you start in. So there's a lot of stuff to do there, and now I'm actually outside. It feels quite nice to be outside, so here's the map. Now, I don't want to spoil the story, I will not spoil the story for you, but I don't want to spoil the story for you either. I will say that it's a little bit on the strange side, at least in the beginning. Oh wow, I cannot scroll left with the mouse because I have two screens on. Okay, never mind. It did left me a bit confused. I don't know if they'll improve on the story building part. You know what? Actually put a VSync on because I do see some screen tearing. There we go. And for some reason, I do think that also translates into the recording. Anyway, yeah, the story, I think, should be... the intro doesn't really explain it very well at all. We're under some kind of a weird invisible dome in like the 1976, there you go, which apparently hides alien technology of the forefathers, whoever they are. And yeah, things are going weird here, and I don't know, it's very weird. But the really cool thing is when you create your character at the very start, you actually decide, amongst, you know, the visual appearance and all the stats and everything, you decide what kind of a wing you're going to be in. So I'm in the white wing, because the white wing is the scientific wing. And I always like playing scientific characters of some sort. But you have various wings available, because under the dome, they have a lot of scientists to see what's going on actually with the whole thing, and, you know, make new technologies out of the forefathers technology and so on. You've got the black wing, which is the security wing. You've got the silver wing, which is the manager wing. You've got the orange wing, which is like pretty much like slaves almost. You know, maybe people who have been incarcerated and have been brought here to work on things. And yeah, then you've also got the blue wing, which is the engineers. So it's pretty cool that you can select that at the beginning, but even nicer is that this game takes quite a lot of, well, I mean, it seizes a lot of moments to use what you've chosen in the actual gameplay. So there were a lot of options when I was talking to people to use my white wing special dialogues, and I love that in games when they do that. So this is locked. Can we lockpick it? No, we can't, because my ability score is not low enough. I mean, high enough. But I can force the doors because my strength, despite being low, is high enough. The lock has been destroyed, so there we go. So, you might have noticed, apart from my babbling, I apologize, I've been all over the place and not explaining things very well. You might have noticed that a lot of the things can be looted. And that's pretty much nirvana for me in games like these. And you also might have noticed that I am over-encumbered, as is very usual in my playthroughs of RPGs. I am always encumbered in these games. And to make matters worse, I created a character which is more brains than brawn. So he uses some kind of a laser energy pistol, and he's not very strong, which which makes carrying a lot of things a bit of a problem, a bit of a faff. So yeah, it's a good thing to go and sell things every now and then, although I only know of one vendor really back at base that will do that. Also interesting is that you do have to eat and drink, and fortunately, if you don't like that idea, the eating and drinking is not a very difficult thing to do right now. I mean, yeah, you just click on things, but it's not going to bother you every 3.5 minutes. Oh, you're starving. Oh, you're, you know, about to die of dehydration. I've only had to eat and drink once so far. Well, actually, that's not true because I've eaten stuff in combat. Oh, this is right on the edge. I think this is where the guy said I needed to go and look. The tanks are empty and produce a hollow echo when you tap on them. Yeah, let's go down here to the basement transition. I'm sure there's going to be combat down there. Also, the game... Ooh, the game loads very quickly. What the heck is that? Toxic... Infected. What? Oh my... Ugh. Oh, that's the head down there. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, how do I... Okay, it's gonna start the combat anyway. Oh, that's horrible. I can even see it like this. -10 heat damage, psychic damage, 100 biological damage. Yeah, sorry, I'm all over the place. This game, amongst others, has also taken inspiration from Stalker, I believe, because a lot of the stuff over here, all of these are anomalies within the dome. So what you can actually do is throw a bolt. Look at this. Is that familiar? Yeah. So you throw a bolt, and some of the anomalies take a little bit to recharge. So, for example, some electrical anomalies, you can throw a bolt in and then walk through them quickly to not get hurt. I don't think I can get to these without getting hurt here. But anyway, yeah, strange things are happening under the dome. And I still don't quite know why I'm here. I mean, I'm a scientist, and I'm trying to, you know, research all this forefather technology under the dome, but the weird thing is the different wings that... Oh, there we go. The different wings that are under the dome, the white wing, the black wing, the orange, blue, and so on, they don't really act like... employees so much as they do as rivals. Oh, great. He gets healed by these things. Okay, so let's use the pistol. Igniting shot. Setting the target on fire. Let's do that. There we go, igniting shot, even though it doesn't do any actual damage on its own for some... Wait a second, why was that... Oh, that was 4 action points. Oh, because I'm over encumbered. I get minus initiative and such. Ooh, that's not good. I should have looked at that first. I might die here. Ow! Yeah, I will die here because the combat is not overly easy. So yes, I am going to die here. Very good. Let's do this. I don't think short circuit will work on this thing. Whew. I am about to die. And I'll have to reload. And he gets healed by quite a lot. Oh, geez. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm dead. That was a good start. It's very easy to die in this game if you're playing a character that is not very good at fighting. Or if, like me here, you're completely overloaded. Because look at that. I was not hurt at all there. I started with 17 health, which, of course, is not a lot at all. I've got this ball bat with nails. Unfortunately, I started with a bat, I found it, and then I modified it to make it into a ball bat with nails, and I don't have enough melee weapon skill to actually wield it. Wait a second, can I still? No. So that's a little bit unfortunate, and I am overloaded, so I will have to get rid of something. How much? 43 out of 23. Yeah. Well, there's 3 levels to encumbrance. I'm at level 2 now, and level 1 isn't so horrible. So I might get rid of something, or just leave it here. I don't know. Oh man, this place is horrible. So I can only destroy it. I cannot actually drop it. So I would have to find a container like this. No, don't go into those. Container like this, and then put these heavy things in there and hope that that will be enough. Fortunately, the game pauses while you're doing this. Inventory, that's quite nice. So yeah, anyway, again, I apologize. I'm all over the place telling you about all of this, but there's so much to tell, and I'm still over encumbered. Yep, that's me. That's what I do. It would be nice if you could sort this by value and by weight and so on, because right now, as you can see, you cannot do that. I might also use maybe some drugs and such. The disinfectant is very nice because it sells for quite a lot. There's also, like I said, a lot of crafting available in the game. I haven't done a lot of it so far, mostly because you need a crafting table and all the ingredients. But you can see all of these shells over here. I have a lot of different shells that I will be able to make into actual bullets later on. Although, of course, I use weapon power cells for my laser pistol. Not so much projectile weapons. So yeah, the springs weigh a lot. So let's see. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. -2 initiative. So let's see if this will work. But I have a feeling that this guy is a little... Ow! Great, that's gonna help. Let's use something. Steroid drug with mixed effects. Provokes short-term rush of blood to the muscles, increasing stamina, reaction rate, and overall body. Caution, there are contraindications. Not used during the recovery period. Let's consume that. That's going to increase our initiative. That's anti-rads. Let's see. What do we have here? Quicksilver? No. I don't think I have any other drugs. I think I've sold most of them. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright, hello. Okay, I have to get a little bit closer. Unfortunately, he's going to walk through all of this green stuff, which just means he's going to get healed. So I'm going to move over here and then use cover instead of just ending my turn. It doesn't matter because he's not gonna get to me in this turn. Oh, he didn't take any healing there. Interesting. So I've got this pistol shot Andromeda EPN. It causes a short circuit, but I don't think that's really usable on these guys. And it also doesn't look like he was ignited at all. Let's do that. Let's shoot him again. Nice critical damage. Let's hope he doesn't walk over too much of the green stuff. No, 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 no! Oh god, he's gonna heal all of that! Well, almost. Alright, and let's run. He's gonna hit me once, I think. No, he's not. Excellent. You can also save APs, but only a limited amount of them. Let's get oh, that wasn't a critical. Alright, I'm about to kill him. Unless he kills me with a lucky critical or something. Ow! Oh, that hurts. That hurts, and I'm dead. Yeah. It's not going so well, is it? That's one of the problems with the game right now. It's quite easy to create a character, if you don't know what you're doing at the beginning of the game, that will really have problems in combat. Now, most of the time in the base, I didn't have a lot of problems after getting the energy pistol. But stuff like this, I think I will really have to be inventive and, I don't know, create some grenades or something to take care of that thing. So you know what? I'm going to load an older one in Magellan Station, for example, to show you a little bit about the base, which is quite interesting. It's got 7 different levels.
Laboratories and hospital.
So you've got the laboratories over here with all the anomalies where you learn about scanning. Scanning is an interesting thing. I don't know if every character gets it. I'm assuming every character gets it because scanning gives you, one, it gives you some interesting info on things, and it also gives you points, which you can, I don't quite understand how it works, but it appears that as you scan things, you gain forefather points, which you can then talk to this guy, George Zarens, and swap them for various equipment. So let's see. Use forefather points. See, forefathers technology 2, 3, and I don't really know how many I have. You can buy some stimulants, rad force, chemical. Let's some stimulants. There we go. So we got some stim packs pretty much. Where is my forefather points? Data, reputation. Oh yeah, this is also quite interesting. You've got a reputation for each of the wings. Like I said, they don't really seem to work like colleagues, more like rival factions by the way they behave. It's a bit odd, but oh well, you kind of get used to it. Also because, oh, this is also nice. I've never noticed this. It shows you what kind of a change you get in respect from what you did. It was just some minor stuff where they approved of my reactions, and you managed to arrest the oranges trying to escape. So, that's pretty cool. Blue wing, black wing. There we go. That's quite nice. And of course, I'm assuming you get maybe quests, maybe discounts with them once your reputation goes up high enough. We also got the maps, of course. And there's the dome. So this is actually where you can move outside the dome. Right now I have nothing because we've never left the dome in this save game. But yeah, this will be a world map where you can move around, probably have random encounters and so on and so forth. I don't know why it's post-apocalyptic outside the base, but it appears that all of the stuff outside, I mean inside the dome, apart from the base, is sort of post-apocalyptic and decrepit and weird and horrible and so on and so forth. And like I said, it wasn't very well explained at the beginning, but it almost appeared like whoever goes into the dome cannot leave again, which is very weird. So here we go. This all the different levels. Let's go to the reactor station because it's quite cool looking.
Floor level -7. Reactor room.
So up in the upper right, you also have emissions, which shows the radiation points you're receiving per second. So if I were to move closer over here, you can see this going up, and I'm receiving radiation now. And you also get a Geiger counter warning, but I love this ambience here. The reason why I'm trying to show you all of this base is full of little quests and side quests, by the way, and a lot of them are maybe something that people might not appreciate, like, oh, bring me this, or bring me that, or can you find this guy, and so on. Some of them seem trivial, but I honestly enjoy stuff like that, and I honestly did enjoy pretty much almost all of the quests that were put up and I could accept. They were quite fun. Some of them you had to repair stumps, some of them you had to find their lost friend over here in the ducts and, you know, fight a crazy guy. And it's pretty nice. It does give me that Fallout feeling. And the reason why I'm trying to show you these different levels is also to show you that they really did a nice job creating these levels. It's not just a quick put together and there you go, Bob's your uncle. No, it's nicely detailed. You know, a lot of the stuff is interactive control panels, terminals, data storage. I mean, you know, you can hack some of the stuff. With my hacking skill, you can lockpick things. Of course, here, I don't really have the ability. I mean, I would need 25 for that. No idea why there's no one in the control room. That's a bit odd. There's a telephone. Lots of control panels. Let's go talk to her. Can I bribe her? Kaufman hesitates, but Greed swiftly overcomes her sense of duty. After counting the bills a second time, Greta lets you pass. One more thing, if for some reason you decide to cause trouble in there, I'll fuck you up, get me? Black menacingly taps her baton on one hard bicep. Alright, so let's see. Maintenance elevator. Where the heck does this go? Though the elevator looks neglected, it's apparently in regular use. A large number of dusty tracks lead from it, clearly visible on the clean floor. The elevator's control panel is dim and the door is ajar. Between the gap in the doors, you see an emergency ladder leading downwards. Let's go down the ladder. Oh. Oh, it actually goes down here. Interesting. Why are all these guys standing here? This looks like they would attack me. Yeah, there's quite a bit of crime going on within the base itself as well. So, yeah. Not quite sure what's going on there, but there you go. Yeah, I'm receiving radiation too close. Oh, there's a rat. There's a small rat. But anyway, let me show you a bit about the character. So you've got quite a lot of stats. You've got muscle, guts, brains, luck, psyche, deftness, charisma, and perception. And of course, all of it, if you hover over it, tells you what it does. The UI and stuff is quite polished, I would say. And then you've got your condition, like health, how much radiation you have, withering, reduced body tone, negative effect on overall performance. I've got a bonus here. Got hunger, thirst, encumbrance, experience. Of course, this encumbrance is always over the maximum for me because, you know, it's me playing an RPG. All the secondary stats. I mean, this is a proper RPG. It's not just an action game with turn-based combat with a sprinkle of RPG. I mean, you've seen the inventory. I can equip all of this stuff and it gives me various bonuses. There's also masks, I believe, which help you with gases. There's a capacious backpack, which I bought for quite a bit of money, which increases my encumbrance, because before I even had less, which was not very nice. And of course, here's the artifacts. Like in Stalker, you've got various artifacts that you can find and uncover, and some of them will give you bonuses if you equip them in your artifact slots. There's 2 more over here, which I suppose I will get when I get better backpacks, because this one gives me +1 relic slots. And of course +1 belt slots, and this is the belt, which you can have quick use items on, like med packs and such to use in combat. Otherwise you can just in combat go into your inventory and use this stuff, but of course it costs more to drag it and equip it and so on and so forth. You've got your quests here, and this is a bit more old school in the way that the quests are not going to point you to where you need to go. I mean, they are going to tell you what you need to do, often give you a clue as to where you should look or who you should talk, but it's not going to say, okay, track this quest, and there will be a big red arrow pointing here. Stupid, talk to this guy. You know? Place your bets right here. Okay, so it's some kind of an illegal betting area. Oh, yeah, that's why I have rats. They probably run around here, and it's a race or something like that. I mean, this really gives you the Fallout 2 vibes, at least it does for me. And like I said, a lot of the game is very polished, is very nice. Combat can be a little bit clunky at times because of the... Ouch, that's quite a lot of radiation. Because of the animations mostly, some of them are a little bit clunky. Maybe they should, maybe they'll take care of that before the full release. But I mean, I am very impressed by what I've seen so far. Let's go to another level. Let's go to storage and parking, where you can see some cars. Remember, this is 1976.
Warehouse and parking lot.
It's a different timeline and an alternate timeline where they found this dome, and that's why you see all this crazy technology in 1976, because most of this new tech has been made by reverse engineering, I suppose, the forefathers' technology. Oh yeah, I can actually show you a little bit of that, and I found that quite interesting, especially with the scanning thing. Let's go to military post and training. Once you start the game, you get several missions to actually, you know, introduce you to the wing you're working at. So you get equipment, you have to do some combat training, even as a scientist and so on. So here I did some combat training. There's these exosuits, and there's 2 of them now. That's a bit of a bug, but oh well. I found some relics over here because you can uncover secrets. There's a gravity anomaly here. So if I would go over here and throw a bolt... Can I throw it that far? Look at that. Oh no, wait. Let me throw it into the anomaly. Oh. Doesn't seem to work for some reason. That's weird. Never mind. But it will hurt you. Anyway, over here, I managed to open these doors by finding and inserting 3 different artifacts into these doors. And that has opened up this weird area where there was a lot of scanning I could do. And also this infected Mobius, whatever it was. Fortunately, it died quite quickly. But, you know, it's pretty interesting that you're going to be fighting this alien stuff that suddenly pops up. And I just like the whole idea about scanning. So this was already scanned. But if I go over here to data... where was that? Codex. So here, as you scan your relics, they give you like class 1 relic, function unknown, emits radiation in the visible spectrum at variable wavelengths. Next one, class 1 relic, presumed function, military consumable, instrument consumable, cutlery, occult object, radiates stable electromagnetic. You know, a lot of this stuff is just fluff that you might not care about, but it's really interesting, and sometimes it actually gives you clues, like when you scan people, like infected. Magellan Base, handyman, cause of death, intoxicated by waste products of a psychoparasite life cycle. It is not possible to determine the vital status of the employee. You know, sometimes it gives you clues to quests and such. And I think that's pretty awesome. Chimera Mark III turrets, equipped with an infrared guidance system, real-time friend or foe analytics, and 3,000 rounds of ammunition capacity. No, thank you. That's too much. Well, there's the servo shell, manufactured to order by Cronus and designed specifically for the dome's conditions. 280 kilos of armor, servos, and fine electronic components. So that's the power suit over there. But, you know, you've got various environments. You've got these cave systems where there's forefather stuff buried. You've got the apocalyptic areas outside. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface of this game. Like I said, the base area alone is like 7 hours or something. So I've had a lot of fun already, and this game is still just in early access. A lot of it is still unfinished. So I know I've been babbling and going all over the place with this preview. I do apologize. Sometimes my brain is just going, well, a lot of the times. And
isolation ward.
You know, I just cannot keep a proper string of thoughts. I'm just going all over the place going, oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at this. And the laser pistol. And oh my god, we're in combat now. And oh, I'm over encumbered. Blah, blah, blah. But I hope you got at least a little bit of an idea about this game. And what a really wonderful RPG I think it's going to be. It's got so much potential. Yes, it's still got kinks, it's still got some bugs. There was one quest I couldn't complete at all, but most of the others were fine. There's still a bit of polishing to do, especially with animations in combat. Especially melee combat, for example. It doesn't feel very weighty right now, but you know, it's all there. The RPG elements, the inventory, the stats, the effects on your character and other characters, the conversations, the persuasions, the bartering, world travel, etc, 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 reputations. It's bloody wonderful, and I'm very happy that even today somebody has the guts to make a proper RPG like this. What the heck's going on there? Did you see that? Hello, please, thanks, right. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I'm very happy that today, oh my god, someone has the guts to make a proper RPG with turn-based combat. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like I said, I apologize about being all over the place, but I hope you got some interesting info from this game. Looks very interesting, plays very interesting, UI is nice. I love the idea. They just need to work a little bit on the story delivery right at the beginning to make it really clear what the heck's going on. And yeah, I'll leave all the links down below in the description, and I will see you next time. Whoa. That was a weird freeze there. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.